I'd like to now welcome our next presenter. Please welcome Erika Bachman.
Many small-scale farmers in West Africa eke out a living in an area that is often harsh and challenging environment due to factors such as low soil fertility, low use of inputs like fertilizer, and a challenging climate. We see low agricultural productivity, which in turn contributes to food insecurity in the region. Many researchers have come up with novel and exciting agricultural techniques to address this, but we often see low levels of adoption. One such technique that was recently introduced into West Africa is fertilizer microdosing, which is the strategic application of small quantities of synthetic fertilizer. So we're talking placing fertilizer at the base of each plant at specific times. And this is designed to efficiently use an input that can be scarce and expensive for farmers in West Africa. So I had the opportunity to spend 3 months in a village in Benin, West Africa, conducting a survey. So going door to door and talking with households about their farming practices, their struggles, if they had used fertilizer microdosing and what they thought of it. And I also got to conduct a profitability analysis using crop yields to compare fertilizer microdosing against an alternative technique. And what I found was that fertilizer microdosing was on average less profitable than the alternative technique. But farmers actually appreciated fertilizer microdosing because they could use small quantities of a valuable fertilizer over larger areas. And so what this indicated is that there were failures at a higher political level that made fertilizer much more valuable to farmers than what was reflected in the market price. So for example, due to regional infrastructure, so poor roads, due to preferential distribution of fertilizer for farmers growing cash crops like cotton rather than food crops. And due to lack of microcredit opportunities, fertilizer was very valuable to farmers. But even if farmers, say, could get microcredit and could find fertilizer, without crop insurance, they may not be willing to take the risk. Or if farmers had to choose between paying for their child's emergency health care or using that money to buy fertilizer, well, what would you choose? So what this indicates is that it's not just profitability that we need to look at. We need to look at the broader context. Looking at food insecurity is a complex and challenging issue, but one thing that we as researchers can do is to appreciate and respect the complexity of smallholders' livelihood strategies in places such as West Africa. Thank you.